As I've said, today we celebrate the feast day of Saint Clare. She was born in Assisi in the year 1193. Okay, and at the age of 18, she heard a powerful sermon by Saint Francis of Assisi, and committed herself to a life of poverty. And on Passion Sunday in year 1212, she secretly left home, and before the altar in the little church, she received the habit from Saint Francis. So Clare was joined by her younger sister Agnes, mother, and others, and they formed this small community. And in 1215, Clare was made the abbess of the Poor Clares. These women modeled their life on the ideals of Saint Francis. They did without shoes, slept on the ground, and never ate meat. And Saint Clare is a model of a person who was totally and madly in love with Jesus. It's too sad to see that, many Christians or Catholics do not have that kind of love for the Lord. I could say that there are Christians who know about Jesus but don't know Jesus. For them, loving Jesus is optional. It's like an extra credit for the class. And that's too sad, right? And there's also some who are like focused on the externals, okay? Go to church, live a clean life, and it's all the external. And yet there's no change in the internal. St. Clare once said this: we become what we love, and who we love shapes what we become. Loving Jesus is not optional. For me, I'm about to finish reading this book, Beautiful Outlaw, by John Eldredge. It's beautiful. It's knowing the personality of Jesus. We need to know the personality of a person before we will be able to fall in love with that person, right? Just like your spouse or your fiancé or your partner, right? You need to know the personality of that person before you fall in love with that person. So I'm reading this book and I'm getting to know more about the personality of Jesus, and I'm becoming more and more in love with Him. Because when we fall in love with Jesus, His love would change us. It's so transformative. We become more and more like Him. That's why it's not our own business only to change ourselves, right? Of course, we need to cooperate, but it's entering into our relationship with Him and experience His love, and we would see how His love would transform us. Okay? And that's what we need right now. That's why loving Jesus is not optional.